Podcast. I'm Craig Bird, and my co-host to the side of me is none other than.
Julia Bird.
So it's not just a coincidence that we have the last name. If you haven't caught up, this is your first episode. Then she is my daughter. So this
I am.
father-daughter lifting podcast is what this is now going to be known as. So we'd like to welcome everyone. Welcome aboard. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of that. We do appreciate it. And if you want to show your appreciation,
Which you should.
You should show your appreciation. Then go to generalleathercraft.com. Visit our friends at Pioneer Lifting. They are the best. They have the best custom belts, knee sleeves, knee wraps, wrist wraps, dog collars, regular belts, wallets, all kinds of stuff. They are also the title sponsor for. It'll eventually come up here.
It's on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bar Wars.
Bar Wars. So hopefully it shows on yours. It's not showing on mine for whatever reason. Anyway, they are the title sponsor for Bar Wars. Is it off now?
No, it's still on.
No. It's just not going to cooperate.
It's on May the 4th in Grand Junction.
There we go. May the 4th in Grand Junction, Colorado. We have Bar Wars. We have custom Pioneer cut belts that we will be giving away to the overall male and female lifter. Cash prizes as well as other prizes that will be available for people who register and lift at that event on May the 4th. Is it still up there for you?
It sure is.
Oh. You'll have to.
And even if you don't want to lift, come out and watch. Any support is appreciated.
Come out and watch. As of right now, the Bar Wars will be held at Industry Strength, so we will do it there. And I don't know what to do if this isn't going to kick this thing off at all, because I don't see it at all. Apparently you see it, so I don't know if anyone sees anything else.
What are the people seeing?
I don't know what the people are saying, but let's see if you can see this. Can you see this?
Bring it in to the left.
My left?
There you go.
Bar Wars. We have our custom belts from Pioneer are in. I have them sitting here waiting. So, which is very cool. All right. So, oh look, there it goes. Let's see if it'll go.
Hey, it's gone.
Now it's gone.
It's gone.
You want to know the goofy thing is that now it's up on my screen. This thing is just all backwards. All right, so let me show the belt again. So, Bar Wars custom belt, gold inlay, Pioneer cut,
so cool.
buckle. Have one for the males, one for the females.
And who doesn't want a lifting belt with lightsabers on it, honestly?
Right. Or bars that mimic lightsabers.
Oh, it's kind of far away.
Oh, okay. Do I need to try and bring this flyer back up for you so you can see it again?
No, let's not try it with them.
Go through that whole hassle again. All right, so make sure so again, Pioneer Powerlifting at generalleathercraft.com are the sponsor. They are the title sponsor for that, along with, of course, Lifting Ugly, Industry Strength, Skull Smash Ammonia, Insane Labs, and Ironed Ink. If you would like to go follow and see Julia, she is at Julia R. Bird on Instagram. You can find the show on Instagram at lifting_ugly. You can search lift ugly anywhere, come up with it. If you are wanting to watch the video, which especially for this episode, I suggest, then make sure you go to the YouTube page, like, subscribe, comment, all those things wherever you're at. YouTube page, Lifting Ugly, you'll be able to find all that there.
Honestly, you should always watch the video just to see our beautiful faces.
That's right. You're doing yourself a disservice if you are not enjoying the visual concepts that we bring to you on a week or bi-weekly basis. So if you want to, we are wearing matching Lifting Ugly Wu-Tang inspired shirts. for shirts such as these and the other ones that you see us wear, hats, shorts, lots of other stuff, make sure you go to liftingugly.com. Check everything out there. You can also get a hold of me if you have something specific that you are looking for that you've seen, and I can probably get that done for you as well. All right, let's see if this video works. Let's get this started with our intro video.
Yay!
Let's give it a shot. Oh, we just got you at the very end of your sing along. All right, so today we will discuss the last couple days actually were the Arnold Classic. For those of you who don't know what the Arnold Classic was, it is a huge event that they hold in Columbus, Ohio. They do bodybuilding and all similar events as that. They do powerlifting there as well. But what I'm going to mainly be going over, just because it's the most entertaining to watch, is the Strongman, Strongwoman events. Some of the things that took place there. Talking about that just because it's very entertaining to watch.
It is very entertaining.
But first off, let's check in with you. And how is your lifting going?
My lifting is going great.
So you're getting in regular, getting yourself ready to compete in Bar Wars?
Yes, it is. I'm figuring things out with my new schedule at work. But we are getting ready, and I have to get all my lifting stuff. But
I was going to say, there's a belt here that probably is needed. Maybe some other things to make that.
Very basic, staying in lifting shape.
Okay.
Until I can get my stuff.
Okay. We'll work on that, and hopefully we can get that sooner or later, right?
Honestly, who even needs to train? I'll just show up and do the damn thing.
Sure, that works out well for most people.
How about you? How's your lifting going?
It's fairly terrible the last couple of weeks. Hip is really aggravated and painful, and so just trying to adjust things as I need to so that I can still lift with as minimal pain as possible, if that's possible, which is not really, but I pretend I can do it without adding excess pain.
Well, I've got good news for you.
What's that?
You're not competing in May, so
I'm not.
You're all good.
So I don't have to worry about trying to keep my programming up for the event, because I will just be doing the small jobs of promoting, hosting, and officiating said event.
Yeah, tiny jobs.
Yeah, that's right. No big deal. But watching the Arnold Classic, did you watch any of it?
I did, yes.
Okay, so when I watched that, it made me want to just come in right away and start lifting crazy heavy weights. But then when I stood up off of the couch, I was like, no, my leg hurts. But then I still want to do it.
I always forget how much I enjoy Strongman and Strongwoman. And every time I watch it, I'm like, that's the end goal. Like, once I've done powerlifting for like a few years, it's Strongman. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, it's if you have the ability to do it, it would be. I wish it was something I could do. There's no way I could do it. And we want to say a hello to heavy breathers out there, whoever you might be that commented on YouTube. We appreciate you joining us, and we appreciate the comments. So what do you have highlights from the stuff that you saw?
I really enjoyed watching, I think her name's Olga.
Okay, the one.
Did you watch her?
That was losing her hair, that has like a receding hairline.
I don't know about that.
She's got the braids.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She watching her doing the I don't know the stone throw, well, where you lift it up on your shoulder and
Stone to shoulder
yeah.
in the medley.
What?
In the medley, the stone medley.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking, the like commentators during it. They were talking about how she was, at least at that point in the competition, the only woman that was able to do multiple. And I thought that was really impressive because not only did she, like most, they said all the women so far that had competed before her were only able to get it up once, but she did like three or five, I think.
Well, let's. I don't have that point. I do have the girl who ended up winning.
Yeah.
Which is Angelica Jardine, who is she's Polynesian. Which.
And what was her cool nickname?
I don't know. Did she have a nickname?
I don't know.
I don't think because this was her first year. She was an amateur last year.
Oh, okay.
Her first year competing. So she didn't expect much. So I'm going to bring up the video. This is her stone medley. I just thought was super impressive.
I saw some of it. Yeah.
She smoked it so fast.
Yep.
She had no problem with that first 155-pound stone.
Was the only one who had gotten that last stone.
Doesn't matter how fast the next one, because I'm just going to go over and I'm just going to lift them all.
She just knows she needs one.
Yeah, the game. Lindsay changed the calculus here.
Yeah. I'm going to lift one, each one at a time, no problem.
That one's no problem for Jardine.
I like how she just tossed
it up and pushed it.
Trying to become just the second woman to shoulder this 259-pound stone.
Here it goes.
Come on.
She'll get this.
Let's see it.
She'll get this. Yeah.
Just got to get it up high.
There you go.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Easy.
Angelica Jardine muscles that to her shoulder.
Yes.
And still has 90 seconds here.
All right, game
Do
on.
another one.
Let's go.
Get another one.
Did you notice the technique? She just rolled it right up.
Oh,
she
yeah.
didn't sit and mess with it in her lap.
Threw it.
It was amazing.
Come on now.
All right, Joe. Let's see it.
Second attempt now for Jardine. This would give her the top score we have seen if she can shoulder this. She'd be the event leader.
Come on. Let's go. You got this. Let's see it.
She's smiling.
You see it.
Massive points. Come on.
This for the lead, and Jardine has it.
Yeah. That's
unbelievable.
Keep going.
A minute left.
Keep going.
Look at this
We
crowd.
want it all.
Look,
Give me another one. Yeah.
Lee
see
Shuck
it,
and Underdown
Angelica.
got to be backstage starting to sweat a little bit right now.
Absolutely.
But what's she doing? Oh, boy.
And her technique's just so different from everyone else's.
Let's go.
It was amazing.
Her technique is raw.
Oh, it's amazing.
No, she's so strong. Like, she gets in this lap position and just launches it to the
Smiling,
shoulder.
laughing, knocking it out. Awesome.
Yeah.
And there is three for Jardine.
Oh, it's gonna buffer. All right, we'll stop that one there.
It's so impressive. Like, she makes it look so easy.
Yeah, she ended up getting a fourth one, so she had a total score of 6. Hey, look. Oh, we've got to stop hey, someone's gonna apologize. They say, sorry for bothering you, but I want to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. That's amazing.
That's so amazing.
Sorry, robot. We're good with those.
We
We're
promote just fine.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna pay a random message to promote if I was gonna do any of that. Anyway, so back to her. She did a great job. Like, I wasn't sure how she would do, and then she just started whipping that shit up over and on her shoulder, and it was super impressive.
Like it was nothing.
The women are always fun to watch, and just watching them do stuff that new weights that they haven't. I mean, these are heavier weights than they've ever done. The other one in this same event that was really good was I don't even know how to say his name. Matus.
Yeah, I think I watched him do it. Yeah,
because he was, so before I have the video for it, no other guy was able to get, I think one other person had gotten the first stone press. No one had gotten the stone over log, let alone had anyone even attempted to do the stone to shoulder.
Yeah.
And so you'll see, like in the side, when I bring this up, there's 2 guys had gotten the press, and that was as far as they got. And then 2 other guys couldn't even get the press. And it ended up, he was, I believe, he was the only one to get stone to shoulder at all. And then he did it multiple times.
There we go.
One motion.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
And they had the
That's
weird, like all the perfectly round
I'll
stone.
just take
Yeah.
a slow motion over my head.
Seemed
Stone
weird.
snatch.
There we go. Just a face of determination. One motion there.
Classic gonna have 2 minutes. Go after this 410
Here we go.
Crowd already
186 kilo stone.
So that's a 410 pounds.
That's
For anyone that's
crazy.
Lock pretty easy.
adjusting it.
Wow.
He's master.
One good rep so far.
He's under a
Here
minute.
we go.
He's under a minute. He's got a minute and a half to go.
This is a statement after watching most of that field go and fail through that first rep to come out and just one motion the first with a strict press, one motion that second stone over the bar. Now an easy one rep with still almost over a minute left.
He's done this before on this stone, you know. We've had this, you know, the first year was here. We all struggled with it. He came out and just dominated.
He had 4 lifts with it.
Yeah.
So methodical.
Wow.
Oh, and that's going to buffer. Damn buffering. Anyway, so Matus, is that, hopefully that's how you say his name. Because I don't want to do him a disservice and call him the wrong name. I think he ended up getting 3 total, and his last one he had pinned up there, and he flexed for everyone at the end and everything. It was really cool. I was really impressed. And he ended up winning that. But we talked about the Angelica Jardin that we showed do the stone medley. She won for the women in her first year competing. Mitch Hooper, who won last year and has been on a roll, he ended up winning for the guys. And he just, event after event, it was just super impressive. One of the most impressive things was looking at these guys' ages.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, like, Mitch Hooper's 29, but he looks like he's in his mid-40s.
Yeah, they all look a lot older than they are.
Bobby Thompson, the guy with the big, long beard.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about 50, and I guess he's only 31. What part were you going to say?
Well, did you see that Thor guy's deadlift?
Oh, what a great, without even knowing what I have ready to go, look at your segueing.
I kept watching it. It was so impressive.
It was great. And we also, the comment, yes, Thor did a lot better than I thought he would do as well. I was kind of disappointed in his stone medley. He is really tall.
But he also made up for it with that deadlift. Like, that was insane.
I mean, just what he did with the deadlift was really impressive. And then he's not good at the timber carry, which was a second event usually, but he did really well there.
Yeah.
The Husafelt stones, I thought he would do better in. But yeah, I mean, for not competing for a couple years, I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, so let's show this fantastic deadlift.
Strongman Classic half was won 12 of the 45.
All right, this says it's his current attempt.
Can hit home runs here as well.
Well, Hopper says what happens. Hopper's here to win.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't the right one. So this is his first attempt.
Question about that.
So we'll watch it real quick.
Looking on is Hapthorpe's first attempt.
So everyone except for Bobby Thompson had already basically were all done with their deadlifts by the time he did this first one.
Easy.
I'd say he's back.
Unbelievable.
Just stupid easy.
Nice warm up.
Yeah.
And then the weight
I'm gonna see if I can find his third.
insane. Oh, I was just gonna talk about the his final weight that he just brought up, no problem. Like, it was insane.
Yeah, and he didn't have to go as heavy as he did.
But he did it.
He wanted to. I think he just wanted that 1,000-pound deadlift. So he did 1,006 pounds.
Yeah.
Didn't quite do what would have been the world record, but still,
Insane.
pretty impressive. Yep. Yeah, and as Nicole brought up, the women were well in the 600s. There was a crazy nosebleed. There's a big face bleed for the guys too.
Yeah.
There was a little tinkling on the female side as well.
There's always a little tinkling.
Basically, there were body fluids everywhere on the deadlift, which is I've talked about many times before. It's just always cool to see, just because there's so much effort being put into this, and just to see all that. Unfortunately, there was 2 injuries during the deadlift. To take a step back, it was really cool because there's a husband and wife that were competing. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
So Sam Bellevue from Canada, I call them the Canadian twins, because her and Melissa look very similar. And they actually mixed up their names, I think, once or twice. But Sam's husband was the one that he injured his lat in his first attempt on his deadlift.
Oh.
And so when he went to pull, he ended up separating his lat. And then one of the ladies, when she was lifting, she ended up tearing her hamstring and having to back out. So it really sucks to, that, you spend all that time training and then that's how they go out.
Yeah.
But so let's see if we can get it to play. Speaking of Sam, she's a smaller competitor.
Yeah.
And her dumbbell press.
Everybody's on their feet. Come on, make your moment.
Sam Bellevue, 185 pounds, 84 kilos here.
Let's go. Easy clean. Let's see it. Big drive. Oh, she's got it. Yeah.
Come on, get another one.
She did get it. She gets credit for that. So
Here we go.
Bellevue,
See
one good
another
rep.
one.
Here we go.
Let's see another one.
Get it.
Oh,
And that looked better than the
Get another
first.
one.
Look
Get
at this
another
crowd.
one.
I love it. The second one looked better than the first.
This is unbelievable. Sam Bellevue.
Yeah. She could come back up and round and get a free rep, possibly.
I have goosebumps.
That was pretty cool. That was fun to watch, just because she's like almost in last in almost all the other events, and then she came out in that dumbbell and just fucking
Blew it away. Yeah.
It was so cool to see. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. I suggest anyone that has opportunity to watch these strongman events do so. Support them. Not even just strongman. I mean, powerlifting, obviously, of course. That's the area that we're in for the most part. And it's really helps having the cheering and having the screaming and having the people behind you. When you hear that, it just it helps you kick into that extra little gear. So even if it's like not something you want to do, man, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
So much fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the people do things they haven't done before. It's a lot of fun. So just make sure you're out and support all those when you see those in your area, and watch them. Watch those on YouTube through. I think it's Rogue's YouTube channel. I'm not the biggest Rogue person on the planet, but they do a lot to help promote.
Yeah.
This was the second year that they put women on the same stage as the men.
So cool.
And yeah, and they get their crowd is just as big as the men's is. Just because people appreciate. I think one of the interviews, I can't remember who it was with, but she said some pretty fun stuff, just that, women, it just shows that women can be strong. It's not a bad thing, that it doesn't change anything else. That, just go ahead and be strong.
Yep.
It's good. It's a good thing. So it was fun to watch.
Speaking of, since we're kind of talking about the Arnold, and I thought it was hilarious, and I couldn't stop laughing when I saw it. It's not Strongman, but the bodybuilding portion. Did you see the guy that grabbed Arnold Schwarzenegger and started crying on his chest?
I did not see that.
It was on stage, and Arnold was like presenting him with an award, and the guy just grabs him and starts bawling into his chest. I could not stop laughing.
I guess, they put a lot into, it doesn't matter what they're competing in. I guess everything goes into it. And that's you're in a weird emotional state sometimes in those competitions. I just, I was looking at different stuff for like some of the different events, trying to, watch different things. And it kept coming up, so-and-so beat somebody in men's classic physique. And I was looking at
that's
for the video. And I'm like, what is classic physique? Because they wear trunks like the bodybuilders now. They're not wearing the shorts. So I don't understand. One of the biggest problems I have with that entire industry is the fact that they cannot keep their parameters.
Yeah, there's no consistency.
Right. It's like, classic physique is going to be the way bodybuilding used to be, and they're going to wear these shorts to differentiate them between the bodybuilders. Now there's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is the difference now? They've done it with the women forever. Even men's physique. Yeah, they wear, sweet swim trunks when they're up on stage, but some of those guys are huge.
Yeah.
And it's like, so what is, I don't understand the purpose of it. It makes it really hard to try and help somebody prepare for the stage. I imagine as a competitor, it makes it really hard.
Well,
so
looking into I'm wanting to get my personal trainer certification, and there's no consistency about that stuff when you're getting your training now. I don't know when you got your certification what it was like, but just even looking at the bodybuilding portion, there's no consistency.
No, it's been that way. It's pretty much always been that way as far as I can remember. But you had men's bodybuilding, and then they brought in men's physique. You had those two. Then you had, a few categories in the women. And there was enough to differentiate between the two of them that even though there wasn't consistency, you still could still tell where somebody should be.
Yeah.
Now it's like you look at it and you're like, I don't get it. Like, what makes them a physique competitor versus a bodybuilder? What makes this woman a figure competitor and not a physique or wellness? Because I still don't understand. And
I think that more has to do with, because the rules, the parameters aren't clear, then the trainers are putting, their competitors in categories without knowing exactly where they're supposed to be.
Right. And you do that, because you're like, well, we're going to put you in a crossover.
Yeah.
So we're going to put you in these two categories. And they've done that. You've been able to cross over for a long time. And what I've always thought was the funniest thing is somebody will win in one category, and then they'll also win in their other category.
Which shouldn't be possible.
Shouldn't be possible.
Because if you're good in physique, you should not have the same look. A physique build is different than a bodybuilding build.
Right. And you'd have like a women's bikini that also competes in figure. And if you win in bikini, you shouldn't have the right body structure for figure, which just proves that, it makes it hard. And I have an idea of how they judge, but
it just makes it clear that
all things.
And it makes it clear that when it comes to bodybuilding, the judges don't know what they're doing or what the parameters are. I shouldn't say they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what the parameters are. The trainers don't know what the parameters are. The competitors, no one knows what's going on.
Well, they pick who they like best. It has less to do about if they're fall into a category, this category or this category. It's just, I like this person.
Yep.
I like brown hair. I like blonde hair. I like this look. I like this look. I like this look. That's what I've always seen in it. And that's makes it really frustrating.
Yeah.
Which makes powerlifting, another reason powerlifting is more desirable, because the weight is the weight. You lift it or you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, there can be some, oh, I think I got this call, or but that's really kind of, it doesn't happen often, and it's really kind of minuscule part.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. It's the questions on it. It doesn't happen very often. And then also, what makes Strongman, it's like, it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is the competition. You're doing it or you're not doing it. And that, and the community around it, both of them have great communities, great support within the people competing and the fans as well. And that's what makes it all so much more desirable to do. So I was going to have a face of the week. I couldn't get the pictures uploaded for anyone that's listening, watching. I will post them on the Instagram. I do have a winner. The winner of the t-shirt is Eric Galarza. It's a good one. You'll see, it's a good one. It maybe wouldn't get voted the best, but there's one main reason why I picked him above everyone else, and that's because I have an extra 3X shirt, and he wears a 3X.
Can you reenact the face for everybody watching?
He has a very full beard, so it's hard to. But he is carrying a sandbag and was just like that.
See, I'm sure the full beard does make it a lot better too.
It does, because then the beard like goes into itself and then type of thing. Yeah. But it was still good. It's worth a win. And I know he can fit the t-shirt. I'll be posting I'll just post his as the winner on Instagram. I'm gonna redo the other two into next week's and hopefully get some more submissions. I have one shirt already made, and I have a couple sweatshirts and a couple t-shirts of various sizes that I can get printed for the winners. So we're going to push the face of the week, Lifting Ugly face of the week going forward. I'm not going to do a white lights, red lights. So we kind of ran over with our video takes of, I like doing a podcast post
Strongman.
These events, just because it's fun to kind of go over them. And it was so much fun to watch all the competitors. And it's anyone who has an interest in strength, anything in the gym, in competition, powerlifting or strongman. I'm not saying you should do powerlifting. I mean, strongman would be a lot of fun to do, and you can do both. There's plenty of people that do both things. But it just gives you something to focus on and train for.
You could be a power man.
You could be a power man or a power woman, even.
Or a strong lifter.
You could be that's right. You could be a strong person, a strong they, them, if you wanted to. Oh, you're being attacked.
I am being attacked, yes.
All right. So before we head out for the day, again, make sure everyone goes to generalleathercraft.com. Check out the belts that they have, as well as other leather goods that they sell on their website. They are the title sponsor. Let's see if this is going to work better now for Bar Wars. Still doesn't look like it's coming up for me.
I got it.
It is on your end. Okay. So for Bar Wars, we appreciate that. Go visit Julia at Julia R. Bird. I'm just going to leave the Bar Wars up through this. Lifting Ugly. Just search Lifting Ugly. You'll find us everywhere. LiftingUgly.com for all your Lifting Ugly gear. Again, make sure you submit to the Instagram page your Lifting Ugly face of the week. Just take a snapshot off that video you took to check your form or to show off whatever you did it for.
Let us
Either
judge
way,
you.
Let us judge how greatly ugly your lifting face is.
Mm-hmm.
We all have them. They're all great. Right?
Right.
Right.
Who doesn't
All
love
right,
the
ladies and gentlemen.
deadlifting face?
That's right. Thank you for joining us this week. Make sure you go check out all competitions that are happening. Support those lifters. They need your support. It's very helpful to have.
Mm-hmm.
Check back in. We'll be back probably this weekend with a little something.
Something.
With kind of what I was originally going for this week. And then, Arnold Classic takes over.
Always does.
So thanks for joining us. Julia, we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Those of you out there, we'll catch you next time. Thank you.